Good, wonderful patrons. I trust you're doing great. I trust you are all well. So today, I want to talk about something very, very important. And as far as Forex market is concerned, we know that there are variety and different of strategies that you can always use in the market. So today's talk is all about Elliott Wave. What is Elliott Wave? How do you get to use it? How can you exploit the knowledge of the Elliott Wave to be able to, make something from the market? So I'm going to be teaching you how to trade with the Elliott Wave, what is actually Elliott Wave, what is embedded under Elliott Wave, and then we will just call it a day. So I hope you're ready. So to start with, Elliott Wave basically it's a concept that carries an impulsive move and a corrective move. So it's a concept that carries impulsive move, and corrective move. So how is Elliott Wave? How does Elliott Wave look like, and what is it all about? So, as the name itself suggests, for the sake of the newbies, as the name itself suggests, Elliott Wave. So we're primarily dealing with waves in this case. So the market has been realized that it also creates waves. So you can pursue waves as a continued trend. Okay. So with the Elliott Wave, we will basically be able to understand how to trade based on the Elliott Wave. So how many waves are actually there? How to know that the wave is complete? How do I know that a new wave is about to start? That is the primary concept of the Elliott Wave. So what is an impulsive move? So because I've said an Elliott Wave is a concept that carries two things, that is impulsive move and corrective move. So what is an impulsive move? In a layman way, as the market itself suggests, this is a continued trend. It's a continued move of the market in one direction that has been impulsive. Impulsive is just that big move. So it's a continued move of the market in one direction. And as it moves up, it actually may have created a trend. So let me show you that on my on the chart. Okay, so you said an impulsive move. An impulsive move is that big move that the market has created, something of that sort. Okay, so when you deal with an impulsive move, we expect the market to move in one direction. It may be an uptrend or it may be a downtrend. So in this case, I want to use an example of an uptrend. So let's call this an impulsive move. And when the market drops down, okay, when the market drops down like this, sorry, just a minute. When the market drops down, this is what we call a corrective move. So a corrective move is basically a short-term significant drop with a retracement as the market prepares itself for another impulsive move. So corrective move is what many of us as a retail trader usually try to exploit. You see, so the market made a first impulsive move, and then this is a corrective move. And then let's say, for instance, we have another impulsive move. You see that? And then again, corrective move. And then perhaps an impulsive move. And then perhaps the market gives you that. So we're going to learn what have I just drawn right now. So this is primarily what is entailed on the Elliott Wave, in a sense that we call this first one as this first impulsive move, we call it wave 1. And then this is a retracement that happened here, corrective move, we call it wave 2. And then this, the third one, or rather this impulsive move, we call it wave 3. And this one over here, the corrective move that happened over here, we call it wave 4. And the one that this impulsive move that took place over here, we call it wave 5. So for our first wave to be complete, we call this wave 5 within 1, in a sense that this wave is complete. You see, this one first Elliott Wave is complete. So after that, we'll be able to see A, B, and C. So once the market completes this, you see this market basically has been trending up, right? So then we say the first wave is complete. So that is wave 5, wave 1 within 5. Okay, so then here again, after this, the market may choose again to start again creating another new wave, which is wave 1, again correction 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, just like that. So what are the rules that governs the Elliott Wave? What are these rules? So first of all, we have wave 1. So wave 2, you see this wave 2, it should not be longer than wave 1. Meaning, as we are having this retracement, you can also use your knowledge of the Fibonacci retracement to make sure that at least wave 2 retraces 61.8 of wave 1 or 50 level of Fibonacci. It should not go beyond that. So you know, as we say, golden zone of Elliott Wave of Fibonacci retracement is 61.8. So the moment the market retraces to 61.8 of Fibonacci, we automatically know that the wave 2 is complete. We're now looking for that big move, which is the impulsive move again to create a wave 3. And this wave 3's principles are this. Wave 3 must be the longest wave. Are we getting that? So wave 3 must be the longest wave in this case. After we have created wave 3, in fact, wave 3 also takes 161.8 Fibonacci of wave 1. So it should be long. Do not let wave 1 and wave 3 be of the same size. Okay? So wave 3 must be the longest wave. And then wave 4. Wave 4 should not retrace or should not overlap to wave 1. Overlapping means like it comes all the way to wave 1. No, it at least should take 23.8 of Fibonacci. It should be within 23.8 of Fibonacci or 50 level of Fibonacci within wave 3. So if wave 4 is retracing, at least it should take 50% of wave 3 in a simple way. 50% of wave 3. If you use your Fibonacci retracement, so the retracement should happen at least 50%, but it should not go and also overlap to touch wave 1. That is the principle of wave what? Wave 4. And wave 5. Wave 5, most of the time we find it can be equivalent to almost the same size as wave 1. Is that clear? So wave 5 can be equivalent and almost the same size as wave 1. And then we've said we have ABC. You see this ABC, this is also called a correction. And with this wave ABC, this ABC should not, actually most of the time it usually end within wave 4. ABC usually end within wave 4. And remember, this ABC can also create a certain structure, and within that structure can also give you another impulsive move. So all of this is an impulsive move by itself that still has two corrections, that is wave 2 and wave 4. Okay, so all of that, so we have 1, 2, 1, 3, 5 are impulsive move, 1, 3, 5 are impulsive move, 2 and 4 are corrective move. So all of that embodies a first impulsive move, and then the ABC is another corrective move before we could again start a new wave. Is that clear? So I want us to be able to also identify this in the market. So these wonderful patterns. Now I want to show you how to use Elliott Wave embedded with Fibonacci retracement to be able to, take trades in the market. So let's get started. So let me share my screen. So, okay, let me just clear it out. So now I've shared my screen. Now remember, our main focus is to find the impulsives and then the corrections. We said that the Elliott Wave has 5 waves and then the ABC. But within the 5 wave, there is 2 corrections and 3 impulsive. So wave 1 is an impulsive move. Now let's structure in our wave 1. If I look at USD/CHF, I can say that this is our wave 1. And then this is our wave 2. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. I want us to now make it practical. You see, I've been able to identify it. Now, let me use the Fibonacci to really have a better ground in regards to these corrections, because the Fibonacci retracement is going to show us where wave 2 retrace to, at what level of the Fibonacci will the wave 2 retrace to. And remember, we say that the wave 2 should not be almost the same size or longer than wave 1. And if we're using the Fibonacci retracement, we now expect the wave 2 to retrace to 61.8 level of a Fibonacci or 50 level of our Fibonacci. Now let's make it practical. So I'll come here and put my and get my Fibonacci retracement, put it on this on this resistance and this support. Perfect. Can you see by your own two naked eyes that the retracement that has taken place at on wave 2 in fact went to 61.8 of a Fibonacci retracement. So that means that wave 2 is valid. This wave 2 is valid. This is a place where you are supposed to enter very, very good sale as you now anticipate for this long wave 3, because we said wave 3 must be the longest wave. You see, so now we've perfectly crafted or seen our wave 2. Now let's look at wave 3. In fact, is the longest wave we've said. And now to identify the wave 4, also its retracement must not overlap to the territory of wave 1. And at the same time, at least when you are eyeing it using the Fibonacci retracement, the highest it should go is the 50 level of a Fibonacci retracement, or it can also go to our 30, 20. Okay, let me just put it over here to get those values. It can also go to a 38.2 of our Fibonacci or 23.6 of our Fibonacci. Now let's just put it over here. You see, in fact, it has just gone to the zone that we've just talked about as far as our Fibonacci retracement is concerned. We see here it went and tested 38.2 but chose to reverse within 23.6. In fact, it even gave you, for those who understand reversal candlestick patterns, we can see that it gave us there a bearish harami. A bearish harami is what told us that it's time for us to now start creating wave 5. A bearish harami was identified over here, the reversal candlestick pattern, and then what did the market do? Sold very, very well. Are you seeing that? And how do we identify the A, B, and C after the wave 5? A, B, and C can also create a structure. It can be a symmetrical triangle and things of that sort. It can be a symmetrical triangle or things of that sort. Now you see, with the wave, with the A, B, and C, we can have it over here. Let me change the colors. So we have A, B, and C. So at least this C should end within the territory of wave 4. Okay, the start of the wave 4, but it should not overlap or go overboard. Now that is what we've just seen here. So we have a beautiful A, B, and C. After that, then the market chose to go down, and then we started creating again another new wave. Wave 1, 2, as we keep on proceeding. You see? So, wonderful patrons. That is how we identify, or that's how we use the Elliott Wave. Thank you very much. Cheers.